Let us study about some important terms of light. First we will discuss about ray of light and beam of light. What is known as ray of light? How can you define ray of light? A single line of light is known as ray of light. How can you define that? A single line of light is known as ray of light. Then what is known as beam of light? From the figure only you can comprehend what is beam of light. What is beam of light? A group of rays. Group of ray of light is known as beam of light, or a collection of ray of light is known as beam of light. Now the beam of light we can classify it into three types, that is parallel beam of light, divergent rays and convergent rays. These are parallel rays, correct? These are parallel rays. Why it is known as parallel rays? Because each ray of light is parallel to each other. So we can call it parallel rays. Then why it is known as divergent rays? From a single point it is diverging. The rays are diverging to different directions. So we can call this as divergent rays. Why this is known as convergent rays? Because from different directions the rays are coming from different direction and converges to a single point. Okay, the rays are coming from different directions and they are converging to a single point. So we can call these rays as convergent rays. We can call these rays as divergent rays, and these are known as parallel rays. What is divergent rays? From a single point they are diverging or they are scattering to different directions. So we can call this as divergent rays. And if the rays are coming together from different directions to a single point, then if they are all the rays are converging to a single point, then we can call that rays as convergent rays. What is meant by reflection of light? The bouncing back of light rays after hitting a surface is known as reflection of light. So you have seen if you throw one ball to a wall, what happens? After striking on that wall, it will come back to you, correct? It will bounces back to you. So that bouncing, that property, light also has the same property. Light rays also bounces back after hitting a surface. So that bouncing back of light rays after hitting a surface is known as reflection of light. It bounces back to the same medium, or we can define like this also, the phenomenon. What is reflection of light? It is a phenomenon of light, right? It is a phenomenon which occurs when light traveling in a medium falls on a surface and bounces back to the same medium. Okay, while a light ray traveling in a medium, it falls on a surface and bounces back to the same medium. So that property of light is known as reflection of light. Okay, so here you can see a mirror. Most commonly we are using mirrors to study the property known as reflection. Here you can see a mirror. So in this mirror, you can see a light ray incident on this mirror. After striking on this mirror, it is reflecting, it is bouncing back. We can call it is reflecting back. Okay, so after striking on this mirror, it is reflecting back. So this property is known as actually reflection. So what is this ray called? This ray which incident on the mirror is known as incident ray. The light ray that strikes on the reflecting surface is always known as incident ray, and the ray which bounces back to the same medium after striking on the reflecting surface is known as reflected ray. So the ray which is incident on the mirror is known as incident ray, and the ray which is reflecting back is known as reflected ray. Got it? Okay. So now you have studied about reflection. Now let me ask you one question. Only a mirror reflects light, or does a paper reflect light? Not only a mirror, but each and every object reflects light, including you and me. Okay, so all the objects reflects light. Actually, there are two types of reflection. That is regular reflection and irregular reflection. In this picture, you can see regular reflection and irregular reflection. So what is the difference? From this picture only you can comprehend what is regular reflection and what is irregular reflection. Here surface is also very smooth, and the parallel beam of light after reflection also remains parallel. Here surface is not smooth like a highly polished surface, and the parallel beam of light after reflection it is getting scattered into different directions and in nearly all the angles. So that kind of reflection is known as irregular reflection. Okay, this is regular reflection. In regular reflection, the reflected rays remains parallel after reflection also. In irregular reflection, the reflected rays does not remain parallel after reflection. Another point we need to remember is that a highly polished surface like mirror reflects most of the light falling on it. But some other surfaces, they may absorb a part of the rays falling on it and reflect some other part of the rays falling on it. So absorption also happens. Okay, understood? So like reflection, another phenomenon of light is absorption. Absorption also happens when the beam of light falls on a surface. So if it is a 100% ideal mirror, then only all the light rays falling on that surface will reflect back. If it is not smooth as mirror, or if it is a rough surface, what will happen? It will absorb some part of the light and it will reflect some other part of the light. Okay. So now another question. So let me ask you one question based on this. Why a red color ball appears red to us? Why? What do you think about that? Because it is reflecting the red color in that white light. Actually, light means white light, correct? So white light is a combination of 7 colors, mainly 7 colors. So what is happening here? Because this red ball, what it is doing, it is reflecting the red color in that white light and absorbing all other colors. Only the red color reaches our eyes. That's why the ball appears red in color to us. And why the blackboard appears black in color? Because black in color means there is no light, correct? No color. So because blackboard absorbs all the color rays in white light and reflects no color.